Hello, welcome back to another Fishy Plant Man fish video. With me, Fishy Plant Man, as your host. Okay. I am shooting this one because I had yet another idea, and that is, ever since the two angels died, it has bothered me that Lucifer, the rainbow fish, has been living in this tank alone. Sometimes there's good reason to keep just one fish, but rainbows are at least supposed to be community fish. And it seems silly to have a 2 to 3 inch fish in a 75-gallon tank all by itself without good reason. So, I have put, and he's still getting used to the tank, but I have put one of my guppies in here. Now, I don't like that any more than him living by himself, one rainbow and one guppy. The idea is I will eventually put in more. I just want to make sure he doesn't just go kill the guppy or guppies. So I put in one, an ugly guppy, not really one of my favorites, although it's a fairly nice looking fish. So we'll see if he just immediately kills it. That might kill the idea. But if not, I'd like to put in, a few more, eventually my favorites, and have like a male guppy tank. Maybe along with a new pair of angels, which I'd like to get eventually. Maybe some neon tetras, because I still like the idea of neon tetras, but 9 fish in a 10-gallon tank didn't quite seem to be the right numbers. Because I got 9 for the 10-gallon tank, and that was going to be my guppy tank. Except I lost 6. Not all at once, but kind of one after another. And it dwindled down to 6. And then I thought, screw it. I'm slowly losing the neons. I'm not too good with neons, apparently. I'll go ahead and use it for my guppy project. Started putting guppies in the tank. And all of a sudden I haven't lost another neon. So I've got 3 neons and a whole bunch of guppies. I saw it. So that's kind of the idea. Maybe if I put, several guppies in here, everything will work out. The other rainbow is perfectly happy, doesn't show the signs of stress anymore, in the 55 with all the guppies. So I guess that kind of settles it right there. Even if he does kill this one, put a bunch of male guppies, and it'll be just like the 55, only prettier, because it'll be a actual planted tank with neat little plants, including a bizarre experiment with converting a succulent. So that's the idea. The only other thing going on is I noticed I put one of these snails over in one of the 10 gallons because it's developed an algae problem. I think at certain times of year the sun hits it and I get an algae bloom because of it. But I put a snail over there, and I just curious, there's only one snail in that tank, the one I introduced. It hasn't had a snail problem. It's older than this tank. never had a snail problem. So I put the snail in, and after not seeing it for a few days, I thought, maybe it got eaten or something. Nope, I seen it today. It's doing fine. Still appears to be the only snail in the tank. So we'll just let time pass and see if I need both sexes, or I don't know about both sexes, but 2 snails to produce. I don't think so, but this will kind of give me a definitive answer. The scientific answer, almost. So yeah, we'll see. And other than that, I'm thinking about getting another 3.0 light, another smart light for the 55. And having that be a fully planted tank as well. So those are the future plans / ideas. And I'm not thinking of anything else, so I will let you go and talk to you next time. I thought I'd go ahead and shoot this, tack it on the end of the last video before I post it. It has been 3 or 4 days maybe since the first part of this recording, and I have upped the light on this tank. Something I've been doing to get the light levels up. I mean, that plant in the middle is Scarlet Temple, unless I got my plants mixed up. And it's a highlight plant, so I'm trying to get the lighting up. The 2 beside it are Liguigia parnensis, I think, if I'm pronouncing that right. Even they are a medium light plant. So yeah, I'm trying to get my lighting up. Even with this most recent upping of 5% on everything but blue, which is at 10%, I'm still just under half power on the most powerful light, which would be the pure white, is at a little bit under 50%. It's not quite at 50%. So the light's actually got quite a long way to go. But I did up it. I upped it mostly because of the Scarlet Temple. And I still don't think that, anything is getting too much light. I did have the algae problem, but, now I got some handy-dandy snails to help me out with that, so I can continue upping the light intensity. But I did note that because I got, this nice red color, that kind of yellow color on the scarlet, kind of a light green, yellow, brown, all kinds of colors on that. But I also like this setting because I got these little, I call them flowers. They're not flowers, they're pink leaves. On 2 of the 3 main stems. That top one doesn't have it. But they look like little flowers on top of there, and I really kind of like them. Maybe it's just new growth that's going to turn, I don't know. But it's neat. So I like this setting. I put it in my notes that I like this setting, or rather the setting just before it, because this is the new higher setting. It'll be at this setting for at least a month, and then after a month I'll decide what to do. Unless algae starts growing, and then I might knock it back down. But, yeah. I like these colors. So I might return to these levels. But for now, I'm going to keep upping things, pushing the limits. That holiday cactus hasn't died, but it hasn't done anything really. So, that experiment continues. Both as a, planted plant in the substrate, and, I'm not going to worry about, but it is a floating plant as well. Because floating is where I found success with it actually growing. A little bit. One leaf in 2 years. The world's slowest growing plant when you convert it to an aquarium, I guess. If I've successfully converted it. Time will tell. I did get that early growth, which actually triggered me to keep trying and, see if I can't figure this out on the holiday cactus. So, thought I'd tack that on to the end. The lights have been upped. And this time I'll really let you go. Talk to you next time.